Hello friends, welcome to the Block Thrasher Daily Morning Crypto Update, where we are shattering the complexities of crypto with news, commentary, analysis, and education. So for a little while, this show is going to take a little bit of a different turn. I probably won't be including video of myself. I will be doing what are essentially podcasts, even though they will be released on YouTube and obviously on the normal podcast format for a while. And that is because I am traveling. That's right. I have a fifth wheel RV, and over the next month or so, we'll be traveling across the western portion of the United States, from Texas to through New Mexico, Colorado, Montana, Wyoming, landing in Washington for a season. Anyway, things might just be a little bit different, but I will continue to bring the daily morning updates to you, where we will cover the important news stories of the day and keep you as informed as I possibly can. The last thing that I would want to happen is for you to fall susceptible to nescience. Nescience is the word of the day. Nescience. This is a good one. I love this one. Nescience. Nescience. It means a lack of knowledge or ignorance. Unfortunately, we see this is rampant nescience throughout the cryptocurrency space. All you have to do is jump into some of the social media forums, and you will see that people that just showed up to the cryptocurrency space yesterday, literally, or the day before, talking about all kinds of things in which they're uninformed, making proclamations of this coin or that coin is going to pump to the moon, etc., etc. Anyway, not looking to be critical of anybody. It's just that I think that's an obvious statement. Nescience. Nescience. Guys, it is an incredible day for crypto. The cryptocurrency market is pumping hard. The total market capitalization, after a few consecutive days of free falls, Bitcoin has added over $4,000 of value and even neared $60,000 once more. The altcoin field has also followed its leader with impressive gains, and the total market cap is now claimed $1.8 trillion. We saw it drop down to 1.6, come back to hover around 1.7, and now has reclaimed that $1.8 trillion level. Fantastic, isn't it? So good to see. Bitcoin eyes $60,000. Since the bullish developments during the weekend when BTC peaked at 61,800, the asset was on a downturn that led to a near $9,000 price drop, although it bounced off relatively quickly from the $53,200 bottom on Tuesday. Bitcoin still failed to display any significant gains and stood beneath the 55,000 mark yesterday. However, the situation has changed somewhat dramatically since then. A couple of reasons for this. Reports emerged that Morgan Stanley will enable its institutional clients to purchase BTC through 3 funds. And in addition to that, another reason for this potential bounce is that the Federal Reserve hinted that interest rates will continue to be near zero. Meanwhile, the third thing that happened here is the stimulus package is starting to come out. It's been agreed upon, and people are getting those payments direct deposit into their bank accounts. I've had a number of people already state that they've purchased Bitcoin with those directly, and it's a smart thing to do. Of course, if you had taken the first stimulus payment that you received, put it into Bitcoin, you would have made $10,000 or more, is what the number is for that. Although Bitcoin has retraced slightly since then to just north of 58,000, the cryptocurrency is still above 4.5%. Let's look at the market. Let's jump over to the prices and see where we actually sit currently at this moment. Bitcoin is currently up 6.19% to $58,509. It is pushing towards 60,000, and it looks like we will probably regain that number again here shortly. Ethereum is up 2.87% at $1,815. Now, Cardano is the standout Cardano up 17.21%, up 31% for the week. Cardano is at an all-time new high. It looks like it's going to hit $1.50 here soon. This, of course, coming on the news that Coinbase Pro has now listed Cardano, and Cardano will be available for trade on Coinbase Pro. It'll be interesting to see if we see Coinbase, the regular app, Coinbase, just the standard app, adding Cardano here at some time in the future. I believe, in fact, I'm going to double check this right now just to be sure, that the announcement was only that Coinbase, that Cardano would be available on Coinbase Pro, not on Coinbase. So I'll double check that when I get a chance. It's not pulling up right now, but I'm almost certain of that. Moving on, Binance Coin is up 6.91% to $270. Polkadot is up 3%, close to 3.56, $36.46. XRP is up 2.93% to 47 cents. XRP was in the news again today. The SEC saying that it's requested banking information from the founders of Ripple Labs. They want to know if the co-founders are living off income driven by the sale of the XRP token. And so just a little bit more in that drama. Nothing of significance, though. Uniswap up 2.37%, $31.06. Litecoin up 3.23%, $2.04.78. Chainlink up 8%, $30.06. Across the board, green. Looking good. All right, let's sort for the gains the last 24 hours. Let's look at who the winners are. Kyber Networks coming in at the top. Kyber Network KNC token is up 38.32% to $3.17. Basic Attention token has been tearing it up. It is up 33% to $1.29. Decentraland Mana, I tell you what, this is one of those examples of the gaming industry or gaming type of tokens that are just killing it. EFT based Mana being used for the sale and purchase of digital assets within the Decentraland gaming environment. It's just been killing it. Up 119% this week. Up 30% in the last 24 hours. Now $1.07. Filecoin looking good. Up 26%. Wow, it's also up 100%. Over 100% for the week. At $86.67. And of course, Chili's has just been killing it. Up 132% for the week. Up 25% in the last 24 hours. It is now 62 cents. So it was a little bit of a light news day so far. Obviously, it's early. It's 6:22 a.m. I'm getting this done super early because I've got to be out on the road. So I just got a couple of things for you. Crypto exchanges could be seeing 100,000 new users per day. And cryptocurrency exchanges are experiencing a surge in new users. This according to analyst Willie Wu, who highlighted the number of new on-chain users totaling roughly 35,000 a day. The new users and use cases could put the asset class on the verge of mainstream adoption. Just another example that we are moving. We're making leaps and strides. This year, 2021, is looking like it is going to be just a stellar year for cryptocurrency. So many good things happen. So much movement in the direction toward mass adoption every day. More and more stories. There's been one of the major breaking news items is that Visa and MasterCard are continuing to speak about adding cryptocurrency payments onto their platforms. I think that would be one of the biggest things that could happen this next year, driving mass adoption. Here's another. Asia's MicroStrategy, My2, so company that looks like they have a similar strategy to MicroStrategy. And for those who don't know, MicroStrategy is Michael Saylor's company that's been essentially shorting the dollar by just buying massive amounts of cryptocurrency, raising money by offering stock then turning around, purchasing Bitcoin with that. They've purchased billions of dollars of Bitcoin that they now have on their balance sheet. My2 drops another 50 million on Ethereum and BTC. Chinese tech company My2 has dropped another 50 million on ETH and BTC, taking its total holdings up to $90 million. Chinese tech company My2 has announced the investment of a further 50 million into Ether and Bitcoin. The Hong Kong and China listed company purchased 386 Bitcoin for 21.6 million and 16,000 ETH for around 28.4 million on March 17th. The most recent announcement follows an initial cryptocurrency investment on March 5th, in which the company acquired 15,000 ETH for around 22.1 million and roughly 379 BTC for approximately 17.9 million. Can you imagine 379 BTC? That has a nice sound to it. Wouldn't it be fun to open up your Bitcoin wallet and see 397 Bitcoin? It's incredible to think that there are people who mined in the early days who just had, thousands, 10,000 Bitcoin. Why are they doing this? According to My2, they say, quote, the board believes that the blockchain industry is still in its early stages, analogous to the mobile internet industry in circa 2005. Against this backdrop, the board believes cryptocurrencies have ample room for appreciation in value. Heck yeah! Love to see stuff like that. Obviously, these are smart guys talking about how we're still early in crypto and how there's still tons of room for expansion. Yeah, so I just opened Coinbase on my phone, and obviously seeing that price of $1.46, that's nice to see, up 16.23%. It's still not available, not supported by Coinbase. It's just confirming Coinbase Pro, but that's great. It's one step further toward adoption, one step further towards acceptance by Coinbase. It's kind of hard to believe at this point in time that the number 3 cryptocurrency by market cap, a massively huge platform that is almost completely decentralized, and the date is approaching. If it hasn't already approached, I could open that up and take a look at that as well. Maybe I'll do that just to confirm. But the fact that it's not on Coinbase yet is just kind of mind-blowing in a way, especially with so many other smaller cap coins that are, I'm not going to say unheard of, but just nowhere near the behemoth that Cardano is. So I have no idea why. I don't know if there's something political happening going on with that. Certainly seems like Cardano should have been listed there already on Coinbase. But the fact that it's on Coinbase Pro is a great thing. It's good. Obviously, it's one of the biggest exchanges, U.S. exchanges, and that will help bring exposure for sure. Okay, that actually is all that I have for you today. Like I said, it's sort of a bit of a light news day, but it is a great, great, great day for crypto. This is just a phenomenally hot market at the moment. It looks like we have passed the sideways movement period. The charts indicate that Bitcoin is likely to regain 60,000 soon, and that we will continue to move in the upward movement. So it's all good news today. I'm having a really great feeling about what's happening in the crypto market with this new stimulus coming out. I'm expecting a lot of retail movement into cryptocurrency, continuing to see a lot of mass adoption, relatively low FUD for this type of bull market. It's there. Bank of America, I didn't jump into those stories today. For some reason, Bank of America and some of the analysts over there have decided that they want to make a name for themselves. And so they're coming out with some of the same old FUD that we saw that it sort of feels like we're back in 2017 with some of the things they're saying, because so many others within that space have moved past all of that and recognized that their FUD that they were throwing, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt, was misguided, and have jumped on board and are now offering crypto options to their customers, or adding it to their balance sheets, etc., etc. So much movement we have seen in that direction. So it's sort of interesting to see those few outliers that are still sort of maintaining, still holding ground, or trying to toe the line of some of the old objections that we would see back in the day. Because typically back in the day, that's what would happen, especially leading up to 2017. It really started to just sort of subside a little bit around 2019. But any time prior to that, whenever there was a bull market or prices started to rise, it seemed like the naysayers just came out of the woodwork with proclamations of Bitcoin's death. Oh, it's dead, it's dying, it's never going to happen. Or other objections of it has no actual backing, it has no fundamental value, whatever. And of course, Peter Schiff being probably one of the number one naysayers. It still happens. It's still happening. I think it will continue to happen for a little while longer. There will reach a point, though, when we hit mass adoption and all of those naysayers and all these detractors are sort of silenced and just sort of have to surrender and say, as many have already, yeah, I was wrong. I'm thinking of like Mr. Wonderful would be a good example, who was opposed for a long time, but now recently, I don't know if that's because of influence from his friend Mark Cuban, but admitted to being wrong and is now purchasing crypto and investing in crypto, and especially NFTs, excited about the NFT market, etc. So, like I said, a lot of good movement. It's an exciting time to be involved in crypto. Thank you guys for your time. I appreciate you as always. Please, if you're listening to the podcast, I'm going to ask a favor from you. If you could just take a moment, be sure to subscribe, but also, and if you could vote, we need those, just give a rating, a 5-star rating on the Apple Podcast app, and maybe leave a review. If you could do that, I would greatly appreciate that. Help me spread the word about the Block Thrasher podcast. And the same for the YouTube channel. If you're watching it on YouTube, a subscription, a like, turn on notifications, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Help me improve. Help me get better. If there's information that you want to know, if there's on these daily morning updates or just on the regular podcasts that are released. By the way, I have a couple of interview podcasts in the queue that I need to just do a little bit of editing on, and will be releasing soon. And they are really great interviews. So I'll probably do that sometime this week, if not this weekend for sure. I'll just snag a little time in between my travels on the road and get those done and get those out to you guys. All right. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Hope you're enjoying this bull market and this great day for crypto. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Catch you later. Bye now.